Hey, what's up guys? My name is SlowHands and it is 6:45 in the morning. As you guys probably know, I have the flu really bad and that makes it very difficult to sleep, and I woke up at like 5 o'clock and couldn't go back to bed, so I decided to make a YouTube video actually. Okay guys, pause time. Some of you eagle-eyed viewers might notice that this is a very old video, basically a year old actually. It was recorded back in February, and I'm just here to let you guys know that that is probably going to be the case with quite a few of the next videos. I'll probably record some still, but for the most part, a lot of the upcoming videos will be some not so old, some fairly old, because I had like 10 to 12 pre-recorded videos that I completely forgot about, and I found out that I had them. So over time, I will be uploading those while still recording new ones. So just so you know, some of these videos will be old. Let's get right back to the video. And I was watching some CrabManJones, because some of you also probably know that he's like my favorite Skywars YouTuber. And I watched one of his older videos, which was a PvP or Skywars guide. And I remembered that even recently, and even like from the beginning of my YouTube channel, I've had quite a few people ask for like a how to PvP or just how to play Skywars video, and I don't think I could think of that many tips, or as many as most people do, but I'm gonna do my best. And also, as you can see, I'm on an alt right now because to make this easy on myself, I'm gonna do it in solo, and I can't really play solo on my main. So I'm gonna kind of look at this from the perspective of you're relatively new to the game and even like fresh at starting. And if you are, some really good advice is to roll the soul well as you can. And if you're not patient, rolling one at a time, you might not know, but you click on soul well settings down here, and you can increase or decrease how many it spins at a time. So yeah, if you're like brand new to Skywars, or even relatively new, like maybe, I don't know, 8-star or below, maybe even 10-star, then I definitely recommend spinning the soul well whenever you can. And then as for kits and perks and stuff, I guess it doesn't really matter what mode you're doing, but a lot of people seem to main insane, and I'm just gonna look at those because the perks are relatively the same. Anyways, so this actually, I'd say, depends on your play style, meaning whether you're aggressive or whether you're more of like a defensive player. So I'd say if you're like aggressive and you're good at being aggressive, then definitely go for Bulldozer, which gives you strength after every kill. And that doesn't mean upgrade this without upgrading anything else, like max this out without upgrading anything else. Like kind of go between upgrading certain things, but if you're aggressive, definitely prioritize this. And then if you're defensive as well as aggressive, these are some good ones to prioritize. But again, if you're aggressive, maybe focus this one a little more. But the perks that are definitely good for any play style are Juggernaut, which gives you regen for however much time you have it unlocked for. Savior 5 is one of the best as well. Really any healing perks actually. So again, Juggernaut 5, or Juggernaut. Savior gives you absorption, so if you have both of those, you have regen and absorption, which is pretty OP already. Lucky Charm actually has 20 levels, which is pretty insane, but that's another pretty good one to upgrade because you have a chance of getting a gap on a kill, which if you do with the other regen perks I talked about, it is also pretty OP. Not completely necessary most of the time, but it can come in clutch. And then probably the next that are extremely important, but something to definitely set your sights on maxing out, would be Environmental Expert. It's like you can see it reduces environmental damage, which I think includes fire, fall damage, and stuff like that. Fat gives you 20 seconds of absorption when the game starts, and also there is, right here, Resistance Boost, 15 seconds of resistance. So these two are very good at counteracting rushers at the beginning of a game. So yeah, and then maybe some other ones. Ender Mastery, very important actually. Maybe not at the very beginning, but definitely important to get early on. As well as Black Magic, which is kind of the same as Lucky Charm, except with Ender Pearls when you get Void kills. Quick editor's note for Black Magic, I would honestly say that you should go for it at the same time that you go for maxing out all of your healing ones, which are the ones that you should go for first. But even though you should go for Ender Mastery at the same time as the healing ones, I think you should prioritize it less. And one more thing, and then I'll hop into a game. I've watched quite a few Skywars guides in the past by popular YouTubers and some unpopular ones, and surprisingly, relatively few, and almost none of them, even mention this, which is kind of interesting because it's one of the most important things. And if they do mention it, they usually don't won't touch on it that much, but I think it's important to go in depth on. And if anyone asks me how to PvP, which this video is not about, it's just Skywars specifically, I should mention. But if anyone asks for tips, the main tip I would ever give is to set up your hotkeys, like so important. By default, from here to here, it's just 1 through 9, but setting up custom ones are so important, and you can do what you like, whatever you feel comfortable with. And the way I see that most players do it is have like 1 to 4 or 1 to 6 the same, just these top buttons if you look on the hand cam. And that depends again on what you're comfortable with and if you are good at reaching. So a good way to test that obviously is to keep all your fingers on WASD, then reach as far as you can without getting comfortable. Mine would be 6, like I could probably do 6, but I've been playing with hotkeys for like 2 years, 3 years maybe, so I'm already used to these. And an important thing to note is some people don't do this, which is fine, because again, depends completely on what you're comfortable with, but I would say it's very important to keep them close to WASD so you really don't have to move your fingers around a lot. So again, as you can see, 1 through 5 are mine, and then as you can see, 6 is G, 7 is R, 8 is F, and 9 is C. And if you saw me go towards those, all of them are with my pointer finger. Another tip, this isn't completely important, but going into F5, you probably see a lot of pro PvPers do it, and usually that's to just check behind you if you're being chased or something, or to make sure you're not being chased. And by default, it is F5, which obviously very hard to reach. So most of you probably know about this, but it's pretty important if you do like that strategy of using F5 to look behind you and whatever. Some people do it out of instinct, like I do. Like in my videos, you probably see me just kind of go into F5 in and out a lot, and it's just instinct at that point. But yeah, like I was saying, this rule with F5, if you do use it, should actually stick to the rule of it being close and comfortable to WASD. So mine personally is Z. It's very convenient and very important that you have them close. An important part of making these changes to PvP and whatever, like the hotkeys I just said, is getting used to them, obviously. And it could be pretty hard to get used to things like that just through playing. So one thing I recommend is you could do it in games or just around like lobbies, even on Hypixel or maybe even a solo world. Just remember your hotkeys and go through them in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you could do that over and over and over. Okay, I should have strength here. Oh my gosh, it's so laggy. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a minute and talk about hotkeying, because in my opinion, or hotbar setup, sorry, because in my opinion, this is one of the most important parts of Skywars and really almost any PvP game, and that is having a specific hotbar setup. So if you watch my videos, you will see, okay, it is very laggy and I can't hit this person. Oh my gosh. You die in Minecraft, you die in real life. So about the hotbar, it's actually surprising how many people don't really, or seem to not know about this, or not know about it, but don't use this, because I'd say it's one of, like I said, what the fudge just happened to my block? Because like I said, I think this is one of the most important parts of PvP games, most of them at least, and if you look at my videos, and really any professional PvPers videos, specifically Skywars or UHC or something, they will always have the same... Okay, I need to focus here because it's laggy and it's hard to combo people. But you look at almost any professional PvPers, I say professional with quotes by the way, professional PvPers videos, and they basically always have the same hotbar setup every time they play. And this is something that's important to practice at the same time you practice getting what your hotkeys are memorized. What the heck? I just got hit from like 20 blocks. It's so bad. What? You die in Minecraft, you die in real life. This game gets better every day. Okay, I don't know how fast I'll be able to do it, but watch my inventory when I loot, as well as my hotbar. Since I have gotten completely used to hotkeying, I can just hotkey everything right to where they need to be, and I'm already set to go to mid. And again, you can see everything's in the same spot. I always have blocks in 7, and again, that's important. So if... What the fudge? And the reason having a specific hotbar set up, the reason that's important, and actually let me show you this real quick. So let's say I don't hotkey things, and I just kind of... I see a lot of pop PvPers do this actually, like Stimpy and Eve, if you watch them play Skywars. and you just kind of click on everything individually, and now it's just a mess. And then you have to go through and look at everything and put it all individually, and you've wasted like an extra probably 10 seconds. Jeez, it's so laggy, I can't fight people. Okay, this is actually good for tips, because a lot of people, specifically my friends, they're like, how do I fight this? I don't know how, he's being annoying and hitting with snowballs. Learn different bridging methods, and I don't mean breezily and whatever, which I can't do. Question mark. But as you could see right there, he was kind of camped on a high spot, and lag probably prevented him from keeping me down. But in any ordinary situation, if someone was doing that and kind of camping you with a bow or snowballs, you want to line yourself up directly with him. So like, let's say he's the soul well, and then he's like up there bowing me, then you want to line yourselves directly up to them, so it's harder for them to hit you off, and then just stair bridge up above them, not to their level, or they can hit you with your sword. You want to bridge above them and then jump down on them and do what you can from there, I guess. I have the solo insane selector. I have the solo insane selector. Put me in a game. Please put me in a game. Put me in a game. And I'm going to give you my opinion on bridging. I think certain methods are very important and key in getting places easily and effectively. Because again, time means everything. So first of all, I have speed, so it'll be difficult. There's ninja bridging. People say that doesn't matter too much. Maybe it doesn't. I would say it helps in a lot of situations. Specifically, if you know for sure that no one's going to hit you off, then it is definitely a way to save even just a little bit of time. And it's just fun to do, I guess. But if you're absolutely sure that no one's going to hit you off, then... What the... What? Huh? You want to run that by me one more time? I can't hit him. I can't hit him. I can't hit him. He's an unstoppable force. Never mind then. And this next tip really is not that important. It can help with some things here and there. You gotta really know when to use this next tip. And again, it's not that often that you have to use this. Boom. Boom. Okay, I can't do it. Like that. Boom. 1, 2, 3 stack. Hey guys, pause time number 3. So obviously right there I said that this tip isn't that important, but honestly, I use it like so much now, and at this point I would say that it is pretty important. Like, it's super useful. I'll probably play a clip from one of my latest videos on repeat of me using it against a guy, and that is the main reason why I think it is so good to learn. Not only is it fun and satisfying when you can pull it off, but it actually helps against certain players and can confuse the heck out of them. A video I would definitely recommend is by HundsonNZ. He's the top Team Skywars player. He did a video on the fastest ways to get to mid on every single team and solo Skywars map. So I'll probably link that in the description if I remember. Definitely go check that out. Boom. But as you saw there, I was kind of the underdog in terms of health and armor between me and that guy. Stop. But since Skywars PvP can be different because of like elevation and terrain, as you saw when he came out, I kind of used both high ground and low ground. Where did my arrow go? Okay, I'm gonna let this guy come because, yeah, he's not gonna come either way. See, as you could see, that guy wasn't really too much of a threat, but as you could see with the bow, I was kind of keeping him at bay at the low ground. And sometimes low ground is actually good because it has been proven that you get like the tiniest bit extra reach if you can aim in the right spot of a player when you have the low ground. But in situations like that, he has the void all around him, so I don't want to switch places with him. I wanted to keep him at the low ground with the bow or really any kind of projectiles. Keep him at the low ground so I could kind of jump in and kill him normally. If someone's like at the, like below their island, usually what you could do is look around at each island and see which ones don't have a bridge, which isn't actually the most effective. Like, as you can see, every single island has a bridge except for the one the guy's camping at. So I'm going to come over here. Let's say that we don't know where he is. I actually learned this from Refraction, I think. If you can't see their name tag, like sometimes it can be pretty hard to see, you can place blocks and then look in the direction of the islands, and it makes the name tag like so much more visible. You can't really see his name tag. Like, if I sent you a screenshot of this, you wouldn't really be able to see it. Then you place blocks like this. Boom. Clearly visible right there. I don't know what he's doing. He hasn't moved a single pixel. Hey, man. Oh, he's serious. He's serious. He wants to win Minecraft. On maps like this, Plateau's also a good example, but Maps like this that have like one chest really close. As you can see, I got blocks in my first chest. So as you can see, I got the first chest. This guy's trying to rush me. Bridged and took that one chest before anyone else could. And then I would go back to my island. Gamer. Another important thing to note is you have to be really smart about who you fight. Like let's say I'm missing leggings, then, and I see this guy, he had diamond leggings, then I wouldn't want to fight him on a situation like that where he could easily get me stuck or something. But if you have someone that has an armor piece that you don't and you'd like to kill them for it, you could be risky and fight someone that does have full armor, or you could play it safe and find someone that's also missing an armor piece but has the one that you need. I doubt this is anything you haven't heard before. Like, I bet almost everyone's heard this. It's just basic Skywars. Loot your chests as fast as possible. Again, I can't stress enough how important time is. And then, as you can see, I stair bridged there, and I didn't really need to, but I was kind of worried about that guy stopping his bridging and turning to egg me, or just try to hit me off. And then you'll see here, this guy's trying to cut me off. And one mistake that a lot of okay, that was unfair, he had the no-hit glitch, but one mistake a lot of Skywars players make is they'll try to target one person, but you have to know who to go for. Like, as you saw, I could have kept chasing the guy that, you know, I started fighting before, but then that guy came and cut me off, probably because he didn't want me to steal the kill, and I could have kept targeting the first guy, but that would have allowed the second guy to continue to hit me and possibly kill me. So you have to know how to make decisions there, and this guy's on 3, so his armor means nothing. But instead of targeting the one guy and potentially getting killed, you got to play it smart and know who to target. In that case, it was the guy that tried to cut me off. Oh, I completely forgot about that. When it comes to block clutching like that, you probably could have seen I kind of S-tapped and used A and D. But the reason I did that was because I didn't completely know if I could have made that jump to mid. So to be safe, I slowed myself down by pressing S, A, and D. Kind of alternating between all of them. I slowed myself down mid-air. Okay. And that guy has pearls, so he's probably going to be annoying about it. I actually kind of want him on the map. Another good strategy. If you have enough armor that you're confident in keeping someone alive, like this guy, I want his leggings so I can fight the other full diamond. Then I'm going to try to keep him on the map. Boom. Oh, I just won. I could show more games, but this recording's going towards nearly an hour, so I think this is as in-depth as I could have gone. Nonetheless, I hope it helped you guys, and I hope it was satisfactory to those of you who have been waiting since the start of my fudging channel to do this. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe, guys. Smash that notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. Peace the crack out, guys.
I like me better when I'm with you.